kind of feel like the Knicks needed a loss. For the ego, for my ego, and for them to learn to never take a team lightly. Which is just what the Knicks did. Until the Detroit punches was so drastic that the Knicks had to do the Deontay Wilder. Swing for their dear lives. Except the Knicks got the decision at the end. They were able to put the Pistons away on the back of Julius Randle with a little touch on the side. But what can we learn from that thriller that seen the Knicks pull a rabbit from the hat? And is this something we should be worried about for this upcoming season? When you take a team lightly, you end up going in the game nonchalant. And the Knicks did just that. When they thought they could just walk over a team that had nothing to lose. The Pistons slapped New York like $1 on a stripper's bottom.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And the Knicks picked up every bill, trailing the majority of the game, giving some the thought that maybe this new offense was a fluke. And to couple that, the Knicks showed little interest in playing defense, letting every guard break their defense to the point it looked like a free-for-all buffet in the paint. But a Tom Thibodeau team doesn't just give up. And what we saw in the second half was just that. The Knicks brought that gritty defense back. And although their offense hadn't caught up, they wound up holding the Pistons to just 44 points in the second half. Which isn't great, but it's a showing that our defense isn't that far off. In our last video, we touched on Julius Randle's leadership, and he must have seen it, because when the going got tough, Randle started going, and going he did. We saw him score 29 points while grabbing 11 boards and dishing 5 assists, scoring 16 of those 29 in the third quarter. I mean, who let the beast out the cage? But overall, this was a learning curve for the Knicks. A lesson to not take teams lightly and always commit on defense. Because if we continue to let guards get to the paint, we are going to be in for a long season. Now, I'm sure when Mitch and Noel returns, that part will fix itself some. But I believe our guard defense is our Achilles heel. And when Kemba and Rose are on the floor, it shows. And teams know it. By playing team defense with smart switches that don't involve our points, guard, and bigs, the Knicks will be able to hide those deficiencies that come with smaller guards. But overall, it was a good game with much to learn from. And we'll see in the coming days how well the Knicks learned from it. Until then, I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. And if you're new to the channel, please support your boy by smashing that like button and subscribing so you can stay up to date on all our latest videos. And remember to always lead by example.